So here we're given that the total number of recording titles distributed by L and M is 9,300. And they tell us that the recording titles distributed by L is 7,100, that by M is 5,200. So we know right away there has to be some overlap, meaning some titles were distributed by both L and M. So this is actually a Venn diagram problem, L, M. If I call this as, so we know that outside this entire circle is 7,100, this is 5,200, and this is X, that's 7,100 minus X, 5,200 minus X, and these three categories add up to 9,300. So the relationship we have 7,100 plus 5,200, and since I have 2 minus X and 1 X, I left with just minus X, which means the number of titles distributed by both would be this quantity. So we add these two up, 312, and then subtract 9,300. That's going to be 3,000. So if I had to redraw this figure, this would be 3,000, and titles distributed by M only would be 2,200, because these two add up to 5,200, which is that number, and then here it would be 4,100. So I'm going to go through the choices. A says more than half of the titles distributed by L are also distributed by M. And that is not true, because half the titles distributed by L would be half of that, a little bit more than 3,500. In fact, would be 3,550, but only 3,000 are. So A is out. B says more than half of the titles distributed by M are also distributed by L. So half of the titles would be 2,600, and actually 3,000 are also distributed by L. So B is correct. C says no titles are distributed by both L. That's not true, because there has to be, otherwise we won't be able to satisfy this condition. So the answer is B only.